So, what do you all want to talk about? Well, actually, let me not beat around the bush. I know what you all want me to address. And I'll address it all right here and now. Most Wanted 2024. Why did you lay out Zaiah Steel? Why did you tell no one about your plan? Well, one, I think everyone here is being a little disingenuous. I did tell someone about my plan. You want to know who that someone is? I seem to remember earlier in that night me defeating a certain somebody in the Most Wanted tournament final. That certain someone being the GMR. Oh, yeah, what a surprise. He knew about my plan the entire time. He was the first one that I recruited. And when I did what I did, I went on a quiet spree of recruitment for people that I wanted to help me take down the Samoan dynasty. I went to Vin Taylor. I went to Havad Fox. I went to the principal and looked not for Michael Connolly, but for Tomas Ramirez. I went to people that I don't think anyone would have expected for something like this. Surely people that the Samoan dynasty weren't expecting. Because, to your detriment, a lot of you talk very loudly. Almost too loudly. One in particular, Bowser, you had mentioned how you thought you knew who VW were going to send against you guys. And I'm here to tell you you were wrong. But thank you for making your hand obvious. Because now you gave me all I needed to help take you down. As for Zaiah Steel, I don't know why it's a shock that I laid him out. Look at everything that's happened between us alone. He is teamed up with two people who I've butted heads with over the years. Three, in fact, if you count my former best friend in Lewis Rivers in the First Class Enterprise. He teamed up with Taggart to get the VW World Championship. And he teamed up with Sean to harass me and Walter and to take those belts away from us. Now I could apply that same energy to Malik, but Malik has always been straightforward with me. So, I can give him a pass. You, Steel, you haven't been. I don't know what happened to us in the past that made you decide that you wanted to beef with me. But it seems like it's not going to go away. But luckily for you, while I may not be on the table for you to fight, I have something for you to deal with at Prestige 7. Because I was looking for someone to help me deal with you. And someone happened to volunteer his services. Someone who's competed at Prestige before. Someone who's competed at the Call All-Star stage before. And you know what? I think I would do better letting him introduce himself.
Z-Man, Mr. Steel, Brother Steel. I know what you're going through. I really do. I understand. I truly do. Because right now, you and I are on the same road. A road of destruction. A road of destroying everyone and everything in your way, including yourself and my friend. I know that. I know that feeling. You see, there are pros and cons, but the cons are absolutely guaranteed. It hurts. It's shameful, and you're gonna do a lot of bad things. But tell me, Mr. Steel, can you live for yourself? Can you truly live for yourself on doing what you're about to do? Are you willing to absolutely destroy yourself to get what you want? Mr. Steel, I know that feeling. Brother Zaiah, I know that feeling. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I know what you're going through. And I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact, you cannot handle those consequences. You cannot handle the consequences of what's gonna happen to you. I could because I fucking hate myself. But you, Mr. Steel, you need to calm down, relax, because I'm telling you right now, you cannot handle the pressure of this road that you and I both travel on. And that's a road of pure and absolute anger, destruction, and hatred. You, my friend, cannot handle that. That's why our friend Jamal, that's why he called upon me. That's why I'm here to talk some sense to you and knock some sense into you. I'm doing you a favor. But Z-Man, this favor, this lesson that I'm going to give you, it's going to be painful. That's the consequence. That's the con I'm proud of. Those cons I'm proud of. It's going to be painful, baby. It's going to hurt. But Z-Man, if you're truly ready to cross that road, then you got to get through me. And you and I both know, yeah, you're bigger, yeah, you're stronger, but you and I both know that I am far, far more dangerous. I'm doing this to save you. I'm also doing this because I'm not gonna lie, I really wanna fucking fight you.
Thank you, Jay, for taking this opportunity. I know that you are taking a risk by accepting this challenge, considering how close we are to call All-Stars. But I'll promise you this. If Lewis decides to stick his nose in the business, I will make it my business to make sure he regrets that decision. I will promise you that. But to focus on something that I need to get across right now, I'm gonna need the tribal chief to come on out so I can say what I need to say to him directly. Because I've had a lot to think about for this past few months. And I'm not about to hold on to it any further. So Roman, get out of here. Get out here now. I'm not waiting too long for you. No, Roman, you don't get the time to talk. You and Bowser have been doing plenty of enough talking over these past few weeks. I've had to sit back and bite my tongue for so long when I could have just let this go weeks ago. But you know what? I'm glad I'm getting the time to speak my piece. Because I have a question for you and Bowser. What were truly your purposes for during the Infinity War match? I knew what mine was. I knew what V-Pops was. I knew what Landkreeg's was. I knew what Captain Falcon's was. But what were you two in it for? See, I knew Bowser had beat Thanos in the past before. That's why he's there. Roman, I get the feeling that you weren't just there because he tried to be as you and tried to ruin your reputation. I have a feeling you knew it was going to lead to this path. You always had it in your mind. You were going to use this as an excuse to get the WWE World Championship. And you know what? That does bother me just a little bit. Because you see with V-Pop, all he wanted to do was to get with CCL. He had kept having match after match where he was getting his ass kicked. And yet, once he did that, he got what he wanted. All he wanted was just for CCL management to give him an opportunity. Let him join the roster. And he got what he wanted. Granted, he almost died and he took one of the worst beatings in that match. But he got the job done. Bowser, I took it personally when Bowser got beat down the way that he did, and I did everything in my power to push Thanos into the corner. Hell, I even debuted the Charm City Bomb at his expense. And while I did not get the job done that night, it was due to all of our efforts that a certain champion was able to get rid of Thanos for good. Well, until the big 130, but I'll deal with the purple turd on my own accord this time. But back to you. Did you really, truly actually give a damn about TBGW? How your reputation was smeared? Or how Thanos tried to mock you? Or were you planning on using this as your ticket to get the world title? I mean, it's no secret that you did take advantage of the circumstances which allowed you to get this in the first place. But I feel like that's so disingenuous. Because I've had multiple people bust their ass for this brand for years. Go out of their way to try to do everything right to help build this brand up. Now all of the things I put myself through to try to help build Virtual Wrestling United back up. All of the bullshit, all of the shit talk, all of the gaslighting, all of the just drama. And I put a lot of that on my shoulders, deciding to associate myself with it. Do I regret it? No. Has it frustrated me beyond imagination? Absolutely. The fact that I gotta sit here, and there's a good chance that I have never held a certain championship in a certain company for longer than 2 months, does annoy me. But you know what? I'm a Triple Crown champion out here, so I guess in some way it was worth it. I have gone out of my way to help save companies when they did not necessarily ask me to. Did CCL really truly ask for me to be a gatekeeper, quote unquote, when Nathan House was gone? No, but I took that voluntarily. The Kingdom of Immortals tried their best to ruin whatever good came out of CCL after the Infinity War, and they failed. And 2 of those members of that group are gone because of me. When ECW had the light trying to blot out the light of that company, guess who stepped up? Even when I wasn't asked to, I did. I picked up Eamon and Colossus, threw them flat on their face, and I came back the next night to make sure that their attempt to destroy that company by any means possible also failed. And granted, there were a lot of men who helped me along that journey, so I cannot say that I single-handedly did it. But I will say, my hand was very much appreciated. I will sacrifice myself for the benefit of a whole company if I need to, and I've been that way for years. So I stand here, making this declaration to you. If I can't beat you at Prestige 7, Paul Heyman, you fat walrus, you can have my brother's spot on the board of directors. And Roman, I will join your dynasty. Because I've come way too far from you to lose again. And if I lose again, then quite frankly, I don't deserve to be anything more than a stooge. But I am not walking into Prestige with the intent of losing. I am walking into Prestige with the intent of kicking your ass. Because I ain't just doing this for me. Yes, there is a good part of me that's doing this for me. But I'm doing this for anyone who's ever believed in these 3 initials. And yes, I even do this for that son of a bitch Zaiah Steel. No matter how many times he's pissed me off, I even do it for him. Because quite frankly, you do not belong here, Tribal Chief. You and Bowser used your frustrations to now try to destroy this brand, and I will not allow you to. I will do everything in my power to make sure you do not walk out of Prestige as the VWU World Champion. You can bet on that, bitch.